Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yusei D-Wheeler here, and, well, we're gonna start a new game right now, because right now, for the time being, Persona 3 Reload on my laptop is actually kind of scuffed a bit though, so I'm gonna try to do what I can to fix that and try to try to continue that on another time. So, because right now everything's kind of laggy at the moment for that though, so maybe when things kind of get fixed up though, then we'll kind of continue that though. So, in the meantime, I got two other games to occupy me. We got the Ace Attorney Trilogy, the first one, which is what we're gonna be playing right now, and we got Star Ocean, the second story. So I finally managed to get this. It was on sale for $40. It was $10 off. So yeah, but right now let's dive right into Ace Attorney Trilogy. I did play these games on the DS way back in the day though, so it's really cool to actually just be able to stream this on a new platform though. So oh god, that is loud in my ear. Okay, so uh-oh, big lag. So we're gonna start a new game. Oh, we have the three games. The first one is just Ace Attorney, then there's Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations is the last one in Phoenix Wright's trilogy, so... Oh, it's a really big lag. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and play. Okay, episode 1, the first turnabout. Gas. Oh, that's the thinker. Ooh. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Alright. August 3rd, 1947, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you need to defend it before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screen over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, Heck! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you can't tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I like that phrase. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Room number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? I don't know why I'm giving him this voice by default. Yes, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous. The conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendants in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report covers. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button. Well, that's gonna, and just press the R button. Yeah, just put that and check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? Cinder block. Let's see. Cindy Stone? Yeah, okay. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It
was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Oh yeah, use the R button.
Be sure to check the court record frequently.
Use the R button. That's kind of disillusioning. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me.
Ever.
What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Okay, we got the passport. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh, excuse me. I probably need to go get a drink in a bit. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I guess we should have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butz.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Ping, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand. Saw It.
Saw it. Oh god. The typical salesman pose.
Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Mary, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay. Alright.
Open the court record, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Alright. Before I continue, I'm going to go be right back, because I need a drink. Because this is going to be a lot of voicing. Sorry about that, folks. You're back. Not being dead. Oh, hold on. What exactly was? Okay, X to present. Oh yeah, it's a death time of death 4 to 5 p.m. Objection! You found the body at 1 o'clock p.m. Are you sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 o'clock p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that. Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 o'clock p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot.
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Oh, wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about that, about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy pick, because there's no way the TV could be on because there's a blackout. Which one ended up presented, though? I think this one, maybe?
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well...
The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit.
No, I find it puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment. Was there? Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Hey, Falchion, how's it going?
That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Is that, folks? Wait a sec. Okay. Here is a table clock to the apartment. Perhaps.
Objection!
How you doing, Falchion? Oh, by the way, I managed to snag the high-grade Rising Freedom and Immortal Justice, and my vendor, my Toy Arena, my vendor buddy from Toy Arena also managed to just get in the leader of the Black Knight mobile suits from the Foundation. So I'm gonna go pick that up on like Saturday. But I also have to go and help get my Master Grade EX Strike Freedom fixed because it kind of broke. All right, wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence.
I mean, they're really punching holes in your testimony.
And just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Is it anime Ace Attorney? Yeah, I watched it a long time ago with Dove.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
Well, I know she plays Genshin. Yep. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? It's all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw.
He's like, what the hell?
shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright! Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That's certainly a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Ping, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
It may seem like that clock is running on 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that?
Damn it. It's so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Chief, it's over. I can't prove that the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from Overbroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough to you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh shit, he foamed at the mouth.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all had expected. Mr. Pink, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but... This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz.
Not guilty. Woo! Hey, where did that confetti come from? Do courts normally have confetti?
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Frank Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Frank Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Yeesh. Cleared. 232 District Court Defendant, Lobby Number 2. Phew, still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Oh, Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz,
innocent. Harry Butz. Oof. Getting late, so signing off. Nothing to work tomorrow. Alright, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, man. I also gotta work tomorrow as well, so yeah. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey.
Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Oh, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she would just play me for a fool.
Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of... I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Oh, excuse me. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Ooh, ominous. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Episode. Yep. There we go. Cell phone.
Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
Oh, excuse me.
That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like, burgers.
I know in Japanese it's supposed to be ramen though, but we're Americanized, man. We gotta have our burgers.
I could really go for a good burger. Okay, what the usual joint? Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Fanco Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Ho ho! You're not cogniferous of my background. the fuck? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
Oh no!
Red, white, blue. September 5th, 908, Fancola offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Excuse me. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood.
Sis!
Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Excuse me. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. There seem to be remains of a glass light stand. Crusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Hey, Bulletproof, how's it going? No problems on me, and I'll be okay. Just hoping I can recover soon. Oh, I hope you're doing alright, man. Chief, it's hard to see her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She only died instantly. I think her lying right next to her must have been the murder weapon. Some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Something else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. It's been ages since we chat on Discord. I've been ultra busy at work, to the point my boss asked me to take a vacation to recover. On Discord? I forgot. Did you go by a different name on Discord, though? Because I recognize Bulletproof, but at the same time I don't. So what do you go by? What do you go by on Discord or anything? Sorry, it has been a while. Oh, okay, yeah, Michael. Yeah. Alright. Sorted. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Wait, so many typos. Don't worry about it, man. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Wait. Please, come quick! Wait, what was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Oh, she's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Oh, the Gatewater Hotel, nice luxurious place. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right here on that. Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! I heard there was a lot of BS involving someone impersonating a Discord dev or something, and a bunch of people got hacked. Huh. Well, yeah, you gotta be careful. Excuse me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Fey.
Maya? Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be use... What? I never thought there would be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt.
That's my name. Why? Why would you write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would Sis write my name?
Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Uh-oh. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! It happened to my friend, some of which had to make new accounts to come back on that site. Anyways, Ace Attorney, your thoughts on the new games? I haven't really played the new game, so I think I only remember playing up to the first Apollo Justice game on the DS like several years ago, but I never got a chance to play like the games after the first Apollo Justice game. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here, I mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here, The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
The killer? I'm not...
Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Damn, alright, that was quick. I gotta go now. After recording some footage from my FGO JP video. Oh, cool. Thanks for dropping by, man. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Later, man. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Right, the detention center. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought.
It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear to the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Well, what is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. Oh, my nose is a little stuffy a bit. But not like I'm not like sick or anything. I don't know. It just feels a little stuffed a bit. Oh, it's nothing too serious.
Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh, I just remembered that the detective took away my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. I had to go blow my nose a bit, though. Alright.
I'll write you notes so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Alright. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the moon to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With, like, ESP and all that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? You can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Wait, what? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They've given me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Tell me about the date of murder. Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Alright, let's move back to the office. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues.
Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing.
Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere?
Wait, you're that Butz guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butz guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Gumshoe? Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe?
Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick.
Yeah, fucking Dick.
Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Okay, be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick.
Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Thank you.
About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know that means you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Wait, false evidence? So let me get this, like, this is kind of spoilers for those of you who who haven't played through like Apollo Justice though. But in Apollo Justice though, I think Phoenix loses his attorney's license for quote unquote using forged evidence though. But the thing is though, Edgeworth and a lot of the other prosecutors always try to forge their own evidence too, and they get off scot-free. So I'm like, what the hell? Really? I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Oh yeah, my memo. Oh, that? I have that. You think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. Oh, this? It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. Steel Samurai? That action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Whew. I guess I asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No one's losing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Huh? Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. Got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Oh god, I'm cringing now. Well, this stuff. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so excited I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross his name in this one. Oof. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. Witness. Do you think you can tell me something? I need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Better not encourage her. You know, that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it? Pretty please?
Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you kidding on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? This man doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Nothing to do here then. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. If that was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Haha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy? But how come no one can get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
Uh-oh.
He looks distraught now.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Ah-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case?
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Oh, think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Sorry, terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back to that one.
That's quite the painting.
You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million, and I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale!
I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay. Well. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy.
He
Didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then.
Family? What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is.
Oh no. She could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow. So what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name, my sister told me.
White.
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Well, obviously we're to defend her. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there, a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look after the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look at the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver a room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Got! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a great screwdriver thing sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy? Still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling you with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Alright. We can go a little longer. I don't know if we'll finish the whole episode tonight. Now we're using courtroom number 1 this time.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue.
Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. They saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. So, I just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness' testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
As soon as the phone... let's see. Let's press this one.
Who do you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There are two people there already. Miss Maya Fey and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness describing her. Let's press this one. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman? Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
Well, what? Miss May ain't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal.
Well, I guess she is Pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess Preston could have its advantages.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor.
Sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results shows that the blood was the victim's.
And also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin the cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, Smarty Pants? Who? The killer. Well, the killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Blood on the victim's finger before she died. The killer thing. Wait a second. Before she died? It said she was dead instantaneously, right?
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim Mia Fey wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This is one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! Offense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. What? Bullshit, man. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Oh... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. May have lived. It's kind of vague. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, sorry. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then, the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. At the end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor?
I see. It was a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness with any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Sorry. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Sorry. Let's see. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Sorry.
Oh, well, gee.
What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know... I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press her a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Clearly, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You're just unmuting her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! Poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey.
Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her... Okay. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. Well, when in doubt, press her on everything. How do you know she was the defendant?
Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony's bulletproof, Your Honor. That's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
But what?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean...
Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details are necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see.
I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Alright, let's see. How does she know it's a clock? Well, let's find out.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order, order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh,
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Phew, that was close. Oh, give me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. My brother was calling me. Alright. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you have been to the law offices of Fei & Co.?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fei & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Really, Miles? This... Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been empty after she'd heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Wright? Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... I think it's my cell phone. Because, yeah. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Oh, wait. This isn't my phone. Now listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could.
I should probably tell you the clock...
Oh, sorry.
I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, Isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense.
No, that does not make sense.
Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Honestly, yes. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Because Larry was the one who made it. It's one of a one or two of a kind, I guess. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Not when it's handmade. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses not on sale today? Oh shit. Oh god. That hideous ass face.
What's to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Wow. Alright.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon of the clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never... Oh. Blue Dragon Shaman? Lose it? Hold on, never had it. Hey, Blue Dragon Shaman, how's it going? The witness never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder was a clock.
So far, so good? Yeah. Okay, look what we found. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. The defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone.
Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, we still have to prove one thing.
Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, because you didn't play the whole thing. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there was something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
Crying. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Miss May.
What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you?
You killed her, didn't you?
Order. There will be order.
What? How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oops.
So you admit you tapped her phone. Alright.
Wait! I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good girl.
Really? Can you prove it? No way she can prove it.
You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer? You can prove it, and I will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Wait, I say. Wait. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night, right? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Ice coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So where did this leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. Ooh, call a bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
There's something quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Well, why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright, got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we are ready to test for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
Our t-shirt looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought at her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May wasn't involved with the murder now, I'll be finished. Precisely at the requested time. Remember that.
Hold it!
Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely, exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock p.m. Gatewater Hotel. Like the Watergate Hotel, but backwards. I know, right? How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I'd like iced coffee exactly at 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about that time? You sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrace, sir. Embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Just... Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Oh, thank you. Now, if you have any decency, will you end this rather tedious cross-examination here?
Was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Yes.
Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in? Tell me about... check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. Wait. What did he say? Hey, gotcha. What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Really, Edgeworth? Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was that, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Huh? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! Oof. Gotcha, Edgeworth. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see the man in the room. That man in the room. Well, that's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who was this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh. Your Honor, this has been previously revealed Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Why, what a convenient little setup! But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Damn. Really giving it to him. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold up. Give me a sec. Alright, ooh. Dropped a bit of frames there. Alright, give me a sec.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there!
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and his trembling lips. It sends shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
The man with Miss Fey. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? Anyway.
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms will work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Why doesn't belong to the detention center? It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yes. Alright.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I want to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then,
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Alright, folks. Let's save it here. Alright, folks. It is getting a bit late, though, and I do have work tomorrow, though, so I'm gonna have to stop it right here for now, then we'll continue this again. I don't know. Maybe after work. We'll see. But in any case, though, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and see you guys again next time. Alright, take care.